Tracy from GrizzlieKnits, and this is my knitting and crochet podcast. Welcome back, or if you're new, welcome. Thank you for spending some of your time with me. I'm going to talk about all the things that I've made in the past few weeks and the things I've been working on. And I have something that I am frogging, which is so sad, but I'm going to talk to you about that and a couple of new things, and yeah, lots of chitter chatter about knitting and yarn. Welcome. I'm in Toronto, Canada, and it is a gorgeous day. Fall is in the air, so that is very, very exciting because we had a very hot summer, and I'm just so excited, like all the knitters, planning out the projects for what we want to make for fall and all that kind of stuff. So you can find me as GrizzlieKnits on Instagram and Ravelry, and I try to tell you everything below, what the patterns and anything special that I think you need to know about. But if I skip anything or forget anything, just let me know in the comments and I'll try to help as best I can. Okay, let's get started. There's a lot of things going on. Let's start with what I'm wearing. So I made this during my podcasting break, and I just want to tell you a little bit about it. It is a vest. I'll just stand up just a little bit so you can see how it looks. It is modified because I made a mistake. We had to think quick. So let me just start by saying what it is. I wrote it down. This is the Aura Vest by Irene Lynn. So you're probably going, I don't remember making something like that. And you'd be partially right. So the size was very large, or the comments from people who have made it where it fit very, very big. And I wanted something a little more fitted. So I made the extra small size. I started it September 29th, 2024, and I finished it November 24th, 2024. The yarn I made was from the Knitting Loft here in Toronto, which is an incredible knitting store, and it's in their Cheeky DK. And what was I going to say? Oh, the color is Genie. Now, I added in this gray, just like from a scrap. I don't really know where that one was from. So I started quite well. Oh, sorry, I do know. The trim is from Full Moon Fibers in their sterling color. Oh, and I put it with, yes, I held it with a Purl Soho linen quill gray. Okay, we're getting somewhere. All right, so what happened was I was knitting and lacing and doing all that, and then suddenly I made a mistake, like a crazy mistake, and I could not get back. So we had to make decisions whether I was gonna frog the whole thing, but I loved the neckline. I was so happy with that, and I thought, I really don't wanna do that. So I stopped it here. So you can see my mistake is here, and I just ribbed, but I didn't want it to be like tight ribbed because I thought that won't be flattering. So I did a split hem, and I love it, and I wear it a lot, and it's comfortable and cute. So yay, mistakes can turn into wonderful things. Okay, so I stopped for the hem. I did 6 inches of the rib twisted hem. Because you can see I started it here and did 6 inches and then split. Yeah, so that's my Aura vest, which is probably different than all the others that did it properly, but I like it. Okay, we've got that out of the way. Now we'll go into things that I finished. Not a heck of a lot. I did finish my test knit socks. Hold on, I just want to make sure I don't make any mistakes with the pattern. So I was in a test knit with Ali from Fibrebound, and it was her first pattern, and it's a wonderful pattern for a first pattern. I loved it. So she calls them the Seroto socks, and here are mine. So it's a pattern all the way, and then knit 2, purl 2 rib, and a gusset heel, slip stitch gusset, and a rounded toe. Very straightforward, very simple, just how I like them. No questions. Lots of fun. I did mine in this beautiful yarn I was hoarding for some reason, as we do, lichen and lace. So they are, I think they're in New Brunswick, Canadian dyers, and they're pretty. And this is their foxbow in their merino nylon. 80% merino, 20% nylon. And you get a lot of yardage, 365 yards. So I have quite a bit left. Like, not a crazy amount. What do I have left? I have like this and a little bit. So that was exciting. I do my socks 2 at a time, and I wanted to mention that's my favorite way of doing socks. And Amy from Noble Character Crafts, one of my favorites, she just put out a video how she knits 2 at a time, and it's really helpful. So if you're thinking about giving it a try, go to her video and watch how she does it, and you might not go back to 1 at a time. It's so good. So that's it. That was finished. What else do I have that I finished? I finished a dishcloth because it looks a little wonky, but I think it's just because it's cotton and it needs to settle. Let me just get my notes on this. We were going on a day trip, and I was not at a point of any project that was going to be nice and easy. So I thought I'm just going to start a dishcloth. And this is my favorite pattern of a dishcloth. Why can't I find it? I know I wrote it down. Oh, I did. Okay. This is called the Classic Easy Knit Dishcloth Pattern by Carolyn Stanton. I got this again from Amy years ago on Noble Character Crafts. I really like this one. I do the eyelet. I go up, so I use 5mm needles because I like to have a lot of bounce to them. And I started and finished this on August 8th. So a nice quick one. And I did, I stopped at 45. I can't remember if the pattern has that or not. I mean, it has it, but I can't remember it's 40 or 45 or 50. I stop at 45 in the middle, and then you decrease. And I used scraps held together, 2 cottons held together, because the cottons I have left now, I haven't bought like dishcloth yarn in a long time. So the ones I have left now they seem a bit thin. So I just put them together. And then, I don't know, pretty. I'll probably put this away. Sometimes you need little gifts, and I'll make a few more, and they're just so great to have on hand. So that's it. That's my second thing. And my third thing is strange. So my sister-in-law sent me a picture of this and said, can you make that? So she has a little dog, a little, like one of those little Maltese poo kind of dogs. And she'd like her to have a scarf for the winter. So I saw the picture, I went on and searched, and I did find a pattern. It's called the Button Pet Scarf by A Hook and 2 Needles. It is a paid for pattern. And I'm going to be honest with you, because I like being honest with you guys, that I did not understand. Now, I keep saying I'm a fairly new crocheter. I don't know when I'm going to stop saying that. Not yet, though, because I didn't understand it. But I did understand, like, okay, how many do we chain for the different sizes? That was so helpful. But once she got into the star, it's called the star stitch, writing it, I did not understand that at all. So I went to Crochet Crowd with Mikey, who does video tutorials, and he's fabulous, amazing. I can't say enough about his videos. They're just amazing. They've got Stephen West vibes. They've got, like, he slows down, he gives you little, like, things to remember. Just so talented. Anyway, star stitch. He showed me how to do a star stitch. I got it like that. So I think I am a visual learner. I have to see it done. And the pattern telling me what to do, no, didn't know what to do. So I followed Mikey and he got me through it. And here it is. It's a little, oh, no, that's right. It's like this, and you just slide it on the dog's head. Will the dog like it? I don't know. My sister-in-law will like it, so that's all that matters. It's so cute. You can see it, like, these are just like sewn on because you're not going to start fiddling with a dog, but it's very cute. Now, I loved this stitch once I understood it. I really liked it. So I could see a blanket being made of that. It's a great stitch. So that is the button pet scarf, which I started on the 23rd of August and finished on the 24th. The yarn I used is leftover from my blanket that I made. So it's loops and threads in the clay ombre, I think clay ombre color. So it's all just different shades of pink. It's funny. It's a little crunchier in this than the blanket. So I really believe that when you're doing acrylic, your size and the stitch, it just all matters if it's gonna come out like soft or not. Because if this was a blanket, I wouldn't love that. This is a 5.5 hook, but I think because of the stitch, it's a tighter stitch. Whereas I did Granny Square, I'm pretty sure on a 5, so even smaller, and it came out so soft. So I think that just depends. All right, so those are my finished objects. And now we'll go into works in progress. There was a frog. Last time I started the Wild Flower Tea by Tiff Nealon, and I did not like how it was coming out with the yarn. Yeah, just not a good pairing. So I ripped that out and I started something new with the yarn, which I'm going to show you in a minute, but I still really like that pattern. So I'm going to keep that in the back of my head. I think I need a little break from it, but I'm definitely going to keep that in the back of my head for something else, for some other kind of yarn. So what did I work on? I did start some new things, but I'll show you well, I finished those socks. I don't know, those socks took a long time. I don't know why. Okay, Dustland, my Dustland skinny scarf, which I'll put a picture up here. I worked on that and it's coming, I'm now on decreasing and it's really coming along. I can see the finish line. So last time I podcasted, I was here, my little cute little sheep, and then I did all this. And now we're, like I said, we're decreasing. So it's just gonna be a little scarf, but I think it's gonna be super cute. I like the pattern. It's really nice. It's nice and fun, nothing crazy. And I'm using leftovers from my, what's it called? That sweater that I wear nearly every day. What's that one called? Ela? Ela cardigan by Isabel Kramer. So this is Knit Crate. So I'm hoping I have enough. This is it. Because this is really it. That company's like long gone. Hoping I have enough, people. I might have to make some creative choices at the end. Hopefully not. Anyway, that's that. No, I think I'll try to focus on it and get it done. And it's living in my kitchen sink cute little bag. I love this one. Okay, so that is the Dustland Skinny Scarf by Stephen West. All right, I think everything else is kind of new. All right, so for that top, the wildflower that I frogged, I started a new top called the Queen's Cami by Tori. Put a picture up here of what it should look like. It looks cute. It looks like it's gonna have a really nice flowy drape, and it's only for my size. It's supposed to take one skein. I'm a little unsure of that, so we'll start and see how we make out. I am doing a size small. I was going to do a medium, but I feel I'm doing mediums and I'm starting them from the bottom up and they just look so huge. I don't love bottom ups, and I feel like I gravitate toward those patterns, and then when I start them I'm like, I don't love this. It's just, they look so big at the beginning, like you're doing something so wrong. But I'm gonna try to trust the process. So this is all I have of it. And it's a lot of stitches. And already I'm like, this is looking so big. Anyway, I'm doing the size needles she wants. And the yarn is what I started, the Allison Barn yarn in the Embers. Is this what now I'm like completely confusing myself. Is this what I did the Tiff in? I can't remember now. Okay. I gotta write more down. I gotta write more down. All right, well anyway, this is pretty. I feel like it is. Okay. So this is the, it's called Embers. It's by Allison Barnes yarn. I know she's a Canadian dyer. Super pretty. Here it is. I can't promise you'll ever see this again. I hope you will. I hope you will. I hope this is gonna go so well. And next week I'm gonna be like, oh, this is so good. I'm gonna think positively, and that's what I'm gonna do. So we'll work on that. It'll be nice to get it to the point where it's just like straight knitting. That'll be nice. It's living in my By the Lakeside bag, which I got a long time ago. So nice. I love this bag. I love squishy little bags. They're so good. Okay, so I told you Queen's Cami. I told you that, and we'll see. We'll see. All right. The next thing is going well, and it's brand new. So I went to my local yarn store, which is Unwind Yarn House, which I love. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, I forgot it in the car. Okay. And as you know, everyone is in love with this yarn. Like everyone. Sans Garn Line, that's it, line. Sans Garn Line A. Oh, now I practiced this too. Okay, this is it. Everybody loves this. I went into the yarn shop, and the girl behind the counter not only was wearing the cutest sweater, but she was making a sweater, and all out of this. Both things were out of this. And I said, I haven't tried it before. She goes, you really should. So I did. I bought 5 balls of this. It's they don't have color names, but it's like this grape color and it looks exactly like what I'm wearing. I have to branch out more. Anyway, I have started 3 different tops with this, and I have over the course of a few months now, and I haven't liked any of them. Now, the yarn is splitty. I'm not gonna lie, the yarn is splitty, but it is nice. It's soft, it's affordable, and the colors are gorgeous. So I think I found a good one. I want to do a top. So I've never even heard of this top. I'm going to put a picture here. It's called the Crescendo Summer Top by the Knit Purl Girl. So it looks nice, and she made it out of this, and she knows better than I. So I've more than started it. I've been working on it quite nicely. It's living in my Noble Character Craft bag, which you've probably seen a lot because I've showed a lot and then frogged what was. I'm not doing that now. I'm not. This is gonna happen. So this is it so far. So it's all lace at the top, as the picture shows. So here's my lace, like that. It's really pretty. I don't mind if it's big. I don't need it to be super tight. But again, what size am I doing? I'm second guessing myself for sizing. I think I'm doing the small because it's flowy and it has like a lot of ease. The pattern is like really thick, and like that scares me a little bit. Like it's 23 pages. I don't know. Do you need to tell me so much for 23 pages? I don't know. Like so far it's good. It's very, very good, but I don't know. We'll see. But I'm liking it, and I'm liking the yarn. The yarn is going very, very well. It feels soft. I think I'm gonna like the drape. We'll see. If I like this yarn, it is a Sarah, another podcast that I absolutely love. She just made the cutest tank from this yarn. So I could see that being started very soon. So as you can see, I put little stitch markers for my lace repeats, which always helps. I didn't make any major mistakes. That's nice. And now I'm just on straight knitting, and there's some increases going on, which I think might be very nice, like flowing out a little bit, and then I'm going to split for sleeves. So I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm just hoping I like it. Yeah. Anyway, okay, we're going to keep on going with that, and we're going to remain positive. Positive thinking. That we love the yarn and we love the finished product and everything's amazing. So I've been working on that. What else? What is this? No. Okay, now I also started something else. So I have so many scraps of fingering weight yarn, and I've started so much over the years, blankets, this, that. Nothing has been like, I don't know, nothing just grabs me to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm really enjoying this. I started the miter square blanket, and it was nice for a while, then I got bored of it. I do like scrappy socks, so that's always nice. But I was watching It Is a Sarah, and she did this beautiful blanket called, I'm going to put a picture up here, the Past, Present, and Future Blanket. And it's for scraps, for fingering weight scraps. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to start it and see if I like it. I have so, like, guys, I have so many advents that, like, this is just tip of the iceberg, like a tiny, tiny tip. So I started it. Oh, please don't say I'm in the middle of a row. I think I am. Why do we do this? Okay, I'm just gonna pretend. It's a big blanket. It's a 2-line repeat, and one row is just plain knitting, and then the other one you do stuff. So that's kind of cool because you get a break and then you do stuff, and the stuff is very easily mesmerized. You remember it. That's what I'm trying to say. You remember it. Can't remember that word, how to say that word, but you remember it. So here it is. So it's like, this is where this is where you get excited. You're like, oh, this is fun. And then after a few months, when it's like that much more, you're like, oh, this is taking me forever. But I'm in no rush. I don't have any like hard deadlines. So I'm just gonna keep adding, fingering, and enjoying it. That's the plan. It's really pretty. And I love how the colors are, and you know, I'm not going crazy about the colors, but I am putting in colors I do enjoy. I have some that are wild that I got in an Advent. Last year I did the Elf Advent from Polka Dot Creek. There was some wild stuff in there. Don't know what I'm doing with that, to be honest. I have them put aside. They'll have their day. They'll see the light of day, but not in this blanket. This blanket's just for colors I enjoy. So that's it. So I have been working on that a little bit. And again, we'll see. But we always have to remember that knitting is for our joy and our therapy and to relax and love. So if we don't love it, that's fine. And I'm gonna show you something in a minute that is heartbreaking. Like, I'm frogging it, and it is so sad that I'm frogging this. That's coming up. Okay, so that I've been working on that. I think that's it. So yeah, my scarf, that. Okay, before I show you, no, I'm gonna show you the heartbreaking thing now. It's so sad, guys. Hold on, I wanna make sure I'm getting the right thing. Okay, I saw a picture of this vest. This was in February, earlier this year, January, February. And it is by Teti Lutsak, Teti. And it's Teti's Knit Garden. She is a beautiful designer. Like, the stuff's a little bit different. It's always got like flowers or plants, or it's just so pretty. And I fell in love with that pattern. And I can't remember the yarn I used. You're gonna see it, but I can't find anywhere where I've written it down. Because like I said, I had a rough year and I wasn't keeping really good notes. I did the small, I finished it, and I'm frogging it, and I'm gonna show you in a minute. It's called the Polina Vest. It's DK. Here it is. And now I know what you're gonna say. You're saying, Tracy, it's so nice. You can't frog that. I am. So it's, yeah, bottom up. You do your pattern. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful pattern. And then simple going into like a vest pattern. So I am frogging it. Gotta take off my glasses. This is serious now. I'm frogging it because it looks like crap on me. It looks so bad on me. It's so unflattering. I've tried it 1,000 ways. I've tried it with different pants, a skirt, something under, something not under. And every time I look in the mirror and I hate it on me. So today I tried it on again, one last shot, and it still looks really bad on me. And I think, okay, first of all, when I put it on, now you can't really see too much here. The pattern starts low. My boobs look so low. Like what? They're not that low. I mean, you know, I'm in my 50s, I breastfed, but they're not that low. They look like they're at my waist. They look so bad. It doesn't matter what bra I wear. They look so bad. And then the pattern, this cute, sweet little pattern is like all down here. And it just like boobs pattern. And I can't even describe to you and how heartbroken I am, because I had such dreams of this vest being part of my life, and I was gonna like be cute in it, and I'm not cute in it at all. So I think I'm gonna rip it out. And this yarn's so nice. It's like hand dyed. I can't remember who it was by. It's so nice. So I'm gonna make this into something joyful. It's just sad. You wouldn't know either, right? Like you wouldn't know something looks so bad on you till you finish it. It's not her fault. It's a great design. And I'm sure, and it does, looks good on a lot of people. Not this girl. Anyway, okay, that's sad. Goodbye. Goodbye, what's its name? Polina. Goodbye, Polina Vest. Okay. So that's done. What else do I have to tell you? I had something else. Oh, two more things. One, a lovely yarn. Her name is Amber. I'm sure you watch her. She put out a great video that I wanted to tell you about. It's about, first of all, she did a video about all her whips and whether she was going to frog them and whether she was going to keep them. But then she did a follow-up video on, okay, now she's keeping like, I don't even know, 12, 13 of them. Now what? Now how does she get through them? And she gave all these very, very good advice and games on how you get through your whips from people's comments, which I thought was really nice too. Anyway, two things that's like, go and watch the video because it's a good one. But two things I liked, which I'm going to implement in my little life over here. One was called 2 for 1, which is finish 2 things, then you get to cast on 1 thing. I quite like that because, you know, you have all these whips, so it's not realistic to say, well, I have 12, so I'm not going to cast on anything, because that's just no fun. Nobody wants that kind of downer. Like, that's no good. But this is like, okay, I finished 2, now I can cast on 1. So I feel like right now, I finished these last night, and I feel like when I finish my Dustland scarf, which is like quite close to being done, I can cast on something new. I like that. And the other thing that I took from that video, which I like, is it's a cycle. So you write down all your whips, and then every day you work an hour on each. Now, some days, obviously, you're not working, you don't have like, you know, 10 hours to work on projects. Let's say you have 3 hours to work on projects. So you'd be cycling through 3 things. Then the next day, continue your list. The thing I like about that is you're touching your projects and making some progress quite frequently. The only negative thing is that sometimes you don't feel like working on a certain project that's next. Like, let's say it's a blanket and I'm not feeling working on a blanket. So I could see that being a bit of an issue, but I'm gonna give it a shot and see, you know, if I can modify that. Like I said, I do like the fact that I'm touching my projects at least every few days, that group of whips, to see the progress. So yeah, go check out that video for yourself, and it's a good one. Okay, last thing, I think, yes, last thing is just a little thing I wanted to show that I bought just a few weeks ago. The kitchen sink shop was having a pop-up at my local yarn store, Unwind Yarn, and I could not resist this chicken bag. Isn't it adorable? She makes the cutest bags. She's doing a collab right now with Pine and Purl, 2 Canadian makers, so I like that. And they are doing, every year they release a book, and then everything's centered around the book. I showed my stuff on previous videos. Last year what was Anne of Green Gables, which is one of my favorites, and it's 3 skeins of yarn, 3 sock patterns, and then a project bag. I loved it. Anyway, this year I didn't do it, but it is, oh, what is it? Jane Austen. I can't remember. Okay, go and follow the kitchen sink shop and Pine and Purl, and they have all the, it's 3 skeins of yarn and a beautiful project bag. Anyway, this is from her, but it's just chicken, and I decided to buy a big one this time because I do have a lot of little ones, and I thought as we're moving into colder weather and I'm probably going to be doing things that are thicker yarn, I hope. I have some cardigan ideas in mind, that I got a big one. But look at the chickens, they're so cute. I love that. Okay, so that's about it. I hope you are all doing well, and I hope you have a good week with your making. I'm gonna try to be on here a little more frequently, and it'll be fun to show you what I make during the week. And that's about it. So have a good week and take care. Thanks, guys. Bye.